Nah.
America loves economy.
Canada's weird. Living in Canada and wanting to get like big into esports, typically they don't work unless you're like a player like Huck, for example.
Yeah.
Huck,
And Huck's like got dual citizenship though, so he's only half Canadian.
well, I got dual citizenship, but it still doesn't matter when you're going to pay for your tickets.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, game number 3, the semifinals, guys. We do have Necrogen / Sauron / Point Defense, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And who there? And Llamas? Death to Llamas?
Death to llamas.
Death to Llamas. All right,
I wonder why do you
semifinals.
want to kill llamas? What did they ever do to you? Did they kick your dog or something?
Your mama's llama. I don't know. Do not know, sir, but you know what? We're going to see a clash of the titans here in these semifinals.
Yeah. Point Defense going to ban Wukong first. We're going to see a Caston ban, followed by a Poppy ban. And there's going to be a Rammus ban also. Last 2 bans looking probably going to be, I'm going to guess, Yorick and... Who do I think the other ban would be? Yorick... Urgot?
Wukong,
my guess.
Poppy, Caston, Rammus, Yorick, yeah. Well, Urgot would complete the... or Warwick. Those are 2 of the other ones that we've seen today. We still have Jax on the table. Jax has been proving to be pretty deadly.
Yeah, Jax is, gets banned once in a while. He's not quite as dangerous as Pantheon is. But he can certainly be frightening. He's one of those characters that he goes from being a good gank to being kind of this crazy duelist. And Sauron picking up Urgot right there.
Yeah,
First pick.
Last ban there was Warwick, and the first thing picked up Urgot. So good game, bottom. Excellent to see. Cheese Enema versus the Blind Pig Banditos. They're the other semifinalists right now, guys. So we will be seeing the winner of this versus the winner of that. My money's on the Blind Pig Bandits. You know, they're a really top-notch team. But hey, Cheese Enema just showed us amazing strength in their last round. So you know, could be anybody's game. And I see people chatting. You know, hey, do you have what it takes to be a shoutcaster? You know, talk to Feedski. If this stuff gets big enough, you could start running multiple tournament streams. You know, hey, there's another semifinals, another shoutcasting team ready to go. You know, it's up to you guys to help grow this, right? So,
yeah, if you guys want to get into shoutcasting, spectate a game, record it, commentate over it. If you have LOL replay, get someone to send you a game, you know, or play a game yourself, fire it up, you know, record it, post it online, you know. Yeah. Get into events like this. This is long term. Like, we're not looking at starting this anytime like right soon, but we do eventually want to get into having multiple tournament streams. That's a ways off in the future.
Easy. Like, I'm just here to hang out and enjoy. Like, I'm not a solid pick. I'm not a solid caster. Like, I'm not saying every week it must be me. You know, it's all flexible. So, if you
bendy like a noodle.
If you think you got a chance, sure, come on over. Like, it's just fun for us, right?
Oh, what? See Ani Snake in the chat. And Tara! Hey guys, what is up?
Fans of yours?
Been watching all through the NESL VODs the last couple of weeks. See a lot of you guys.
Alright, well, back to the game. After that Sauron pick, it does look like Alistar, and they're trolling us. I'm protecting your summoner icons, guys. You don't have to troll us with those kind of things. But Magi Melkor with that Jax.
Yeah, and on the other side we have okay, that's a bunch of champs I don't normally see. But we got Corki, Nidalee, Lulu, and Skarner. Skarner's a champion that I love seeing in Dominion. I'm a big fan of Skarner. He suffers a little bit from his range. He's, you know, doesn't really have like a gap closer. He has a gap taking wither, I don't know what you would quite call that. And Nidalee's got excellent poke with the spear. Skarner's quite durable. Can dish out some damage. We've seen what Lulu can do. Looks like Rai on the other side now.
Skarner sounds like a bottom pick to me.
Skarner's more of a top champ than a bottom champ.
I don't think I've ever seen him go top. At least early. Like, you maybe switch out, but I don't think I've ever seen a Skarner go top early.
I know Skarner does bot. Like I've seen bot Skarners, but my personal experience, I see more Skarner tops and play with more Skarner tops than bottoms. See a Riven pick from Necrogen.
Riven's just strong overall. She has an excellent tool set here, and I know you do, Feetsky. Can we just ban Sauron instead of his champ, says Fort's Life. Oh, man. But yeah, Riven, Summoner's Rift, very viable jungle, very viable top. Here, still a very viable duelist. Like, I think she still has an excellent kit.
Yeah, Riven can also, you know, throw out some significant damage. Her CC is awesome, and she just put out so much like damage and CC. She can be tanky, but it feels to me like she's slow. It feels like that's one of her primary weaknesses.
We'll see. I see an Olaf now picked up the last pick here from Purple Team, so True Damage Lightning Bolt's going to be coming out of the sky quite a bit. I've done the tanky cooldown reduction on Olaf with a little bit of Armor Pen, and True Damage just raining down. It's hit or miss for me, but I'm, of course, not nearly as good as these guys, so what do you typically do with an Olaf?
Olaf is a PM, but Olaf's actually a champ that I'm not terribly experienced with, unfortunately. We've hit a couple of those ones today where I don't have as much in-game time with them. I haven't seen him on stream too often, and I haven't been in too many games with him.
I'm still going with the Skarner bot in this lineup. Looking at, blue team, I think Ryze could definitely go bot. Definitely Urgot as well.
Yeah, Ryze is a solid bottom champ. I think Urgot's a better bottom champion than Ryze is. I don't know who's gonna bottom for the other side.
Oh, just looking at the chat comments, people are saying they like the Olaf. People are saying Nunu's strongest one-on-one cares in the game. That's debatable in my opinion, but my opinion's invalid for most of this stuff anyways. Alright, game is started, so off goes the protection. You can see again the typical revives, the typical garrisons, the exhausts. No promote this round, just a lot of greens, a lot of yellows out there.
You put them together, you get a slightly yellow or green. I was trying to make a Ziploc joke, but I realized halfway through it that I'd screwed it up already.
A Ziploc joke? Okay.
Yeah, yellow and blue make green seal. For those of us that are
so.
old enough to remember that. Because now it's purple and it's like red and blue, or like a magenta and blue makes purple. Used to be Ziploc, the bag with the yellow and blue make green seal, and then like hold it upside down so that your vegetables don't fall out.
Now, I don't think I've really seen a dedicated AD carry today, and I'm looking at Corky right now.
Ooh, people talking about Revive in the chat. I'm going to touch on that real quick. Revives, ladies and gentlemen, are a really important thing to have in Dominion because of a couple of different factors. That early fight at Windmill, if you have a champ that dies off early or something like that, you can just pop them right back into the fight. Maybe not right into the fight, but you hit that revive, you can run back up there, and it helps prolong that neutral period. It gives you more time to sort of decide the outcome in the initial fight. You can only really counter revives with other revives. That's why you see both sides taking them. Another thing about revives, let's say you're a bottom laner. Someone pushes you up against your tower, you get killed. You hit that revive, you come straight back down to your bottom tower, and they do not get that neutral off. Or they don't get that cap off. Either way, it helps you sort of shut down that push. Revive can become really pivotal late on in the game when you have fights that end up really far on one side of the map or the other. Have you ever seen those fights where people get really committed to taking Refinery or Drill? They're all the way on the other side of the map. And then you get that one guy that kind of scissors off to the opposite end and tries to do that back cap or something. If someone dies during that 3v3 exchange, you can pop that revive, you can go over there and you can shut that down. The movement speed increase and the ability to sort of ignore that death timer once in a while really helps you capitalize on an enemy mistake that they make. It helps you recover from a mistake that you make, or it just helps recover from any opportunity where you see, hey, I can take advantage of this, and you're dead. And it's like, oh, I can just not be dead and take advantage of this and put myself into a leading position. Both sides take revive because you can only really counter revive by taking it. And that's why you end up with 9-10 revives.
Yep. Revive has definitely shown its strengths again and again. And guys, if you go into solo queue and people are like, "Oh, you took Revive, you're fucking shock," blah 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 blah, just ignore them. Don't worry. You know
Also,
what you know what you're doing. They don't.
The cooldown on Revive is the same. You get to use it a couple times a match. That's it.
It's a 9 minutes or so. It's a 9-minute cooldown. So if you start prolonging the match, you can get two uses out of it. But you got to really use it like that first fight. You go up there, you throw down everything. If you die, immediately use it, because then you'll get that second use out of it. So, actually, I guess that you get 3 times out of it: the 0, the 9, the 18. To get 4 out of it, it has to be a ridiculously close game.
And at the loading screen now, looking at the champions that we have here. Up top, we have Point Defense. We have Sauron playing as Urgot, Magi Melkor playing as Jax, F. Drew playing as Alistar, Toodles playing as Rise, and Necrogen playing as Bunny Riven. Who do we got on the bottom side, Jester?
Well, for Death to Llamas, your mama's llama is running Corky. I just needed to say that. Nidalee on Forge Life, Lulu on Volandum, Skarner, Half-Hearted, Olaf on Vinak, and I'm very disappointed that nobody's skinned to win whatsoever on the Death to Llamas team.
Nope. No one's,
Nobody at all.
People are like, Riot points, whatever, free game. Give me all my IP, buy all my champs, yeah.
Yep, that's what I do.
They're just waiting for the right sale. As soon as White Mage Vigor goes on sale again. Bam!